Hey guys, it's Frank from Cruising with Wheels, and welcome to Frank Pushes Back! That's right, in this episode of Frank Pushes Back, we're going to talk about cruise etiquette. That's right! Did your mama teach you some manners? Lord child! Don't be acting like no fool! We're going to talk about how you should and shouldn't act on a cruise ship. Now, I just recently did a video of my Cruising with Wheels State of the Union, and one of the comments I got I just love because it's so true. Thank you, Lisa Felice, because she commented, OMG, I'm dying. Oh, cruise ship etiquette, people. Get a clue. My kids get major life lessons while we are on board. They know it too. Teachable moment. And they perk up and look around. It's usually an adult not doing the right thing. Thanks, Lisa, because you are right, and we're going to have a teachable moment today. Let's start with what not to do on a cruise. Number one, please do not get falling down drunk or belligerent screaming. Nice drunk? Belligerent drunk, or start puking before the cruise ship even leaves port. Now, we've been on cruises where that has been the case. We were at a muster drill once while we were on a cruise. People were puking and they had just got on board. I mean, come on. Pace yourselves, people. It's not a good look. Number two, don't think you're high and mighty and start abusing the crew or abuse other passengers. Those of you that have seen my Tales from the High Seas, Valentine bitch, know what I'm talking about. That woman was so abusive to that poor waiter in our restaurant on Valentine's Day. Absolutely no excuse for it. And when she walked out of that restaurant, the entire restaurant applauded and cheered that she was gone. And then that other video we did, Bigots Ahoy, where my poor Kevin, sick as he was, went rolling through the pool deck and encountered the biggest bigot of all. So, you better check yourselves, get over yourselves, and be acting like your mama taught you. Number three, don't air your dirty laundry in public. Nobody wants to see or hear you fighting about what did or didn't happen. You don't want to be the subject of discussion and embarrassment through the entire cruise. The next one, number four, the cruise ship is not your personal home. It's not your house. Lord, do not put your dirty feet all over the furniture. Don't be falling asleep in public areas. It's not your couch at home. It's not your bedroom, people. Get a clue. Number five, don't walk around the ship in your pajamas or robe. Going to the buffet to have breakfast. Ain't nobody wants to see all that crap. Get dressed. Number six, this is the one that's my biggest pet peeve. I'm in a wheelchair. It's hard to get an elevator. But boy, when I'm next in the queue to get on and I'm bum rushed by these people who can all use the stairs, good Lord, have you no manners? Well, I have looked at so many people that have bum rushed us to get on the elevator before we did. And I looked at them and I said, oh, well, I guess I'll be the one to take the stairs. My God, aren't we better than this? Don't we live in a society with other people? Do you not see that I can't walk? What is wrong with you? The next one, number 7, always a favorite. The people that talk so loud during a theater show or at dinner in a restaurant. You're sitting there, you're trying to have a nice experience, eat a wonderful, sumptuous dinner, and you've got the crazy people who are screaming and yelling. Oh, I hope you took a look at my Tales from the High Seas in that La Cucina Italian dinner with the crackling cackler. He or she, and I think it was they, were just screaming and yelling. We had to actually be moved to another table, and then someone else started. Do you not know about the phrase, use your inside voice? You are in a room with other people who are trying to enjoy an experience for which, wait a minute, they also paid for. So get a clue and tone it down. This next one, number 8, just kills me. Now, I'm not in a theater sitting in a chair, but boy, oh boy, when I watch it happen, all the people that show up late for the theater show, when the show has already started, and the lights are down, and it's totally dark, and they're rolling in. Well, first of all, number 1, I'm kind of concerned about their safety. Can you imagine walking down the stairs in the dark, tumbling down? I'm thinking to myself, these people are going to kill themselves. But then I'm thinking, number 2, they're down going, excuse me, as they're trying to scooch by people who showed up on time when the lights were on and the show hasn't started. And now everybody in that row has to kind of get up, to let these people by so that they can get in their seats. Meanwhile, they're missing the show because they've got all these people passing in front of them. Come on, have you no sense of time? Do you not own a watch? Some people would be late for their own funerals. Number 9, Kevin's favorite pet peeve. Don't put your dirty, disgusting dishes that you had delivered to your cabin out on the floor in the hallway. First of all, it's dirty, it's disgusting. The hallways on a cruise ship are small and narrow to begin with. You know that the cabin stewards have their cleaning carts, people like me in a wheelchair trying to get by, and you're all shoving your dirty food trays out in the hallway? Come on, your cabin steward will come and collect it. And if you want it gone, toot sweet, pick up the phone and get your cabin steward up there and collect it out of your room. Can you imagine an entire ship just tossing their dirty trays and plates of food in the hallway? It's disgusting. This next one I shared with you in my other video, but it's worth repeating. Stealing chairs from other guests who are wanting to sit and eat their meal. Come on! Where were you people brought up? Do you not see that there are plates of food and personal items at this table and chair? You know they're coming back. Who would steal chairs from someone? Imagine you arriving at your table and it's morning and you want to sit down and have a nice breakfast buffet. I know I do. But I can roll up to the table. Can you imagine? We get back and Kevin's like, where'd all the chairs go? And someone stole them all. That is the height of rudeness. I don't understand how people were brought up. It's just isn't done where I come from. Check yourselves. The next one, number 11, happens on every cruise of every cruise line. People that get up early, go down to the pool area, and save the lounge chairs. Yep, they've got their towels, their tote bags, and it's saving every deck chair right in front of the pool. And then they leave. You really think that you're going to come back and your stuff is going to be there? Well, I guess I'm going to tell you, probably not. Because the crew members that watch the pool area are watching you. And they're going to pick up your personal items and your beach towel that was in your room left for you to use during the cruise, and they're going to take it. And you're going to be wondering, oh my God, where's all my shit? Well, guess what? Your shit is gone. And that beach towel that you had, you're accountable for that. And when the cruise is over, they're going to charge you for it. So if you bring it down to the pool area and you leave it there and a crew member takes it, another guest takes it, or you take your pool towel into port when you get off the ship and you lose it, a nice little charge is going to be on your bill the last day. So you better watch out, because bad behavior is going to cost you. This one, number 12, is the most disgusting thing we've ever heard of and seen. People putting their dirty hands in the buffet food. Come on! You wonder why the norovirus breaks out on a ship? Because people have no common sense. They don't think of cleanliness. They think that they're home in their kitchen and they're sticking their dirty hands in all the food containers, trays, and bowls. It is gross. Lucky number 13, don't be a food thief. That's right, we've seen it. Guests that go into the buffet line and actually pick up trays of food and try to walk out into the buffet area because I guess their family wants to eat all the sticky buns and they're not leaving it for anybody else. It is absolutely ridiculous. We've seen it, and the crew members that are behind the counter are yelling at them. In one case, in my Tales from the High Sea video, Food Thief, this one family had done it multiple times, and the crew was having none of it, and they were about to call security. Number 14, the grossest ever. We heard stories that people told us of cruise ship passengers actually pooping on the cruise deck. Like you couldn't find a bathroom? Absolutely disgusting. You know, I've heard about it. I've seen pictures of it. People late at night, probably drunk, dropping their pants and literally doing it on the poop deck. The last one, number 15. Oh, rich, entitled people that think their shit don't stink. What do you think? You're first class on the Titanic? Yup, you've all heard about it. I've had it. Tales from the High Sea. Bitch tried to steal my wheelchair. Yup, people think that everything around them is for them. Well, I gotta tell you, it's not. You're no better than anybody else on this cruise ship. Yup, that lady from the Haven eating in La Bistro, horrified that non-Haven people are around her. Oh Lord, the poor dear. Shut the F up and eat your dinner. Your shit don't smell like roses, honey. So those are my top 15 of don'ts for etiquette on a cruise ship. I mean, please, nobody made any of this up. We've seen almost 100% of this stuff or have heard from other cruise passengers. It's horrifying. I know your mama didn't teach you to have those bad manners. We know that you were taught right. So when you're on a cruise ship with thousands of other people, come on, stand up straight and exert some common sense and proper manners. So I'm going to end with 5 things that you should do exerting proper manners and etiquette on a cruise ship. Be kind, be considerate. Number 1, always wash your hands when you're in the bathroom. Do you know how many times Kevin has walked out of the men's room in total disgust with men in there that do not wash their hands when they're done? And let me tell you, Kevin ends up being the bathroom Nazi because he calls them out. He says to them, dude, aren't you going to wash your hands? And they look at him and they're like, what's it to you? What's it to me? Come on. You got to wash your hands. It's proper etiquette. This is how viruses start on a ship and everybody gets sick. He's not afraid to embarrass anyone in the men's room. Number 2, take 5 seconds and hold an elevator when someone needs it. You know, you're on a ship. It doesn't exert that much effort to, when you get off the elevator, to put your arm and say, okay, I'll hold it for you. Go ahead. Someone that's using a walker, a cane, someone just elderly, or someone like me who's in a wheelchair. Do you know how many times we've had people just look at us and go, oh, please, and walk away when we said, oh, can you hold the elevator? And they go, huh. One lady actually looked at Kevin and said to him, I'm on vacation. I'm not here to worry about you. And the elevator's door closed. Can you imagine the rudeness? Or in another case, in one of my videos, from my Tales from the High Seas, I tell a story about a father and a young teenage daughter getting off the elevator. And as Kevin was trying to push me to the door, the daughter was holding it for her. Kudos to her. And the father said to her, get over here. And she said, but I'm holding the elevator. And he was like, never mind, let it go and get over here now. And she just let the elevator close as we were rolling toward it. And she was so embarrassed. And she looked at us and said, I'm so sorry. And her father was the biggest dick ever. Can you imagine telling your daughter not to have manners? Who does that? Some fool. That's who does it. Number 3, please watch your kids. Don't let them run wild. Don't let them go crazy and annoy everyone on the ship. I'm sure you've all seen my Tales from the High Seas, little mafia terrorists. Yep, they're everywhere. Also, my Tales elevator rugrats. We've seen kids sneak into the casinos trying to play the machines when their parents weren't watching. Or kids that are on the elevators playing on them and they're giggling, we're playing Titanic, as they hit all the buttons and the elevators are tied up with these rotten little kids. Yep, they're everywhere. People, watch your kids. You're not at home. You may love them, but you know what? Wait out. Number 4, have patience. Relax. You're on vacation. You don't have to rush here and there. Where are you going? You're on a cruise ship. You're going nowhere. You've all seen my Tales of the High Seas, Case of the Gangway Ghoul. That woman almost knocked me over, jumping over me in my wheelchair, trying to get off the ship when we were into port. Relax. Take a Valium if you need to, but come on. You're on vacation and so are we, and we all want to enjoy ourselves. And last, number 5, you're on vacation. You're on a cruise ship. You're with people from all over the country, maybe all over the world. Isn't that the best part of the cruise? Meet new people. Make new friends. It's just the best. Kevin and I can't tell you how much we've enjoyed meeting new people. People that subscribe to our YouTube channel. People that we've talked to online and now we're getting to meet. We can't tell you how exciting it is when we hear from behind us, oh my God, isn't that Kevin and Frank from Cruising with Wheels? Yep, the best part of the cruise. We love to meet new people, and you should too. Don't be a recluse, and don't be a negative Nancy. Smile, enjoy yourselves, and go out there into the world and meet everyone you can. And that's all I have to say in this episode of Frank Pushes Back. Because I want you to hear the skinny on what I've got to say, and I'm calling you all out of you crazy cruisers that are out there that shouldn't be doing what you're doing and saying what you're saying. So on behalf of Kevin and myself from Cruising with Wheels, I want to remind you, when you go to our YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button and join, and click on that little bell to receive notices of all our brand new videos when they go live. Remember, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. So, remember, travel safe and cruise often.